What if I told you some cars that look like they cost $80,000 or more can actually be bought for used Honda money? These are luxury and sports cars that scream rich, but their prices will shock you. Let's start. On number 7, this is a Porsche Boxster, a real Porsche. Low, wide and mid-engine, like something that should cost $60,000 or more. But here's the crazy part. In the USA, you can buy one today for just $18,000 to $25,000. That's used Honda money for a car that looks straight up exotic. The Boxster looks expensive because it is a true sports car. Perfect proportions, iconic Porsche badge, and insane road presence that turns heads everywhere. And it's not just about looks. The mid-engine layout gives it incredible balance, and the steering feel is classic Porsche, sharp, precise, and confidence-inspiring. Now, quick reality check. Maintenance isn't cheap. This isn't a budget car. But if it's been properly serviced, these engines are way more reliable than most people think. That's why the Porsche Boxster is one of the best cars that looks rich, without actually costing rich money. On number 6, we have the Cadillac XLR, and this is one of those cars that looks like something a celebrity would pull up in. It has sharp, futuristic lines, a premium luxury interior, and a power hardtop convertible that completely changes the car at the press of a button. Most people assume this thing costs $70,000 or more, and when it was new, they weren't wrong. But here's the wild part. Today in the USA, you can find a Cadillac XLR for around $15,000 to $22,000. That's insane for how expensive it looks. Under the hood, you get a V8 engine paired with a smooth, relaxed driving experience, making it more of a luxury sports cruiser than a track car. The power hardtop, the long hood, and the low stance give it serious presence wherever it goes. Now, let's be honest, parts can be expensive, and fuel efficiency is not its strong point. But if you want a rare, head-turning American luxury convertible that looks way more expensive than it actually is, the Cadillac XLR delivers big time. On number 5, we have the Hyundai Genesis Coupe, and this is one of the biggest visual sleepers on the road. It looks like a modern Japanese or even German sports coupe, with a low stance, an aggressive front end, and a clean, sporty profile that still holds up today. Most people automatically assume this is a $30,000 plus car, but here's the surprise. On the used market in the USA, you can find a Hyundai Genesis Coupe from around $9,000 to $14,000. Yes, under 15 grand. And that's what makes it such a steal. The standout feature is that it's rear-wheel drive, with the option of turbocharged power or a naturally aspirated V6, which means it actually drives like a proper sports car, not just something that looks fast. Now, for the reality check. The interior quality is decent, but it's not luxury level. That said, the exterior design fools almost everyone, making the Genesis Coupe one of the best budget cars that looks way more expensive than it really is. On number 4, we have the Audi A4, and this is classic German luxury done right. It has a clean, understated design, a premium Audi badge, and a timeless look that still feels upscale today. Most people see this car and assume it costs $35,000 or more, but the reality is very different. On the used market in the USA, you can find a 2005 to 2009 Audi A4 for around $7,000 to $12,000. That's literally entry-level economy car money for something that looks this refined. Step inside, and the high-quality interior immediately stands out, with solid materials, tight build quality, and that unmistakable Audi luxury vibe. The brand image alone makes it feel far more expensive than it actually is. Now, let's keep it real. Maintenance costs can add up, and skipping service is not an option with German cars. But if you stay on top of regular maintenance, the Audi A4 gives you serious luxury presence on a budget. On number 3, we have the Chrysler 300, and this car looks big, bold, and unapologetically expensive. The wide, aggressive grille dominates the front end. The long body gives it a strong, planted stance, and the muscle luxury design makes it stand out instantly in traffic. From certain angles, it genuinely gives off Rolls-Royce-style vibes, especially with darker colors and chrome accents. Most people see this car and assume it costs $40,000 or more, but here's the shocker. Today, in the USA, you can pick up a used Chrysler 300 for around $8,000 to $15,000, which is crazy for something with this much presence. One of its biggest strengths is the way it owns the road. It feels large, confident, and commanding. And if you choose the higher trims, you can even get V8 power that delivers that deep, classic American muscle sound. Now, for the reality check. Fuel economy isn't great, especially with the V8, and this car prioritizes comfort and presence over efficiency. But if you want a sedan that looks rich, feels powerful, and turns heads everywhere without paying luxury brand money, the Chrysler 300 is hard to beat. On number 2, we have the Maserati Ghibli, and this car looks like a six-figure Italian super sedan. The aggressive grille, smooth luxury curves, and that unmistakable Maserati badge instantly make it feel exotic and high-end. Most people see one and assume it costs $80,000 or more. But here's the crazy part. Today, in the USA, you can find a used Maserati Ghibli for around $20,000 to $28,000. Yes, a real Maserati for Toyota Camry money. And that's exactly why it shocks people. The standout feature is the exotic Italian design, paired with a Ferrari-inspired engine sound that gives it serious drama every time you press the accelerator. It looks fast, sounds expensive, and turns heads everywhere it goes. Now, for the reality check. Maintenance can be expensive, and this is definitely not a Toyota when it comes to ownership costs. But if you want unbeatable looks, true luxury presence, and the feeling of driving something rare and exotic, the Maserati Ghibli delivers in a way very few cars in this price range can. On number 1, we have the Jaguar XF, and this car looks like something a CEO or high-level executive would step out of. The long hood, slim headlights, and sleek British design give it a calm but powerful luxury presence that instantly feels expensive. Most people see this car and assume it costs $50,000 or more. And when it was new, that was true. But here's the shocking part. Today, in the USA, you can find a 2012 to 2017 Jaguar XF for just $10,000 to $18,000. That's economy car money for something that looks straight out of a luxury magazine. Step inside and the interior still feels modern, with premium materials, elegant styling, and a quiet, refined driving experience that makes every trip feel important. It's smooth, comfortable, and designed for people who value class over flash. Now, let's be honest. Reliability is decent if the car has been maintained properly, and service history really matters with Jaguars. But if you want a car that looks rich, feels premium, and delivers true luxury vibes without paying luxury prices, the Jaguar XF easily earns the number 1 spot. If any of these cars surprised you, hit like and subscribe for more luxury cars that cost way less than you think.